Coming to America. You saw it. I actually didn't see the movie. High expectations. Give me your thoughts. I've heard it's definitely not as good as the first one, but a lot of people say it's fun and it's kind of just what they needed for, to kind of like ease people's pain during all this pandemic stuff, and it was a good laugh or whatever. How do you feel?
I want to put it in the category of like, it was so bad it was entertaining. If that made any sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's entertaining in a sense. I just really wasn't feeling a lot of the, I dug the whole, all right, well, they, the main base was being in Queens or being in New York for, Akeem to find his bride. This time around, the kind of synopsis, he's looking for his son. Yeah. And now the son's getting acclimated in Zamunda.
Okay.
And then we didn't know about this whole war between Zamunda and Nextdoria.
Wait, hold on real quick. Yeah, because I just got the heads up that it's called Nextdoria. Is that the Wesley Snipes? That's his kingdom is
exactly.
Nextdoria.
And apparently Wesley Snipes bred, the R&B singers and
shout out to the writers, Nextdoria. Real creativity, fellas.
For real, super creative.
Wow.
They had Tiana Taylor and Rotimi as his children. So I mean, it was really weird. And like our producer said for the thing is like, it was a good shot at, hooking all these rappers and artists up with these screen times and all these influencers, because that's really what it was. And it sucks because, it's a big ensemble cast, and it was a lot of story, and not for nothing. I think probably one of the best parts of the movie was watching his daughter. I forgot the daughter that was his eldest daughter in the movie. I think she was like a really good actress. Like, she could be taken very seriously in a movie down the road. So just keep an eye out for that. Other than that, I wasn't really too fond of his son's character. Leslie Jones,
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones was, Leslie Jones. It was a lot of SNL vibes going on throughout the movie as well. I really did like Tracy Morgan, though. it was a couple ha moments.
Tracy Morgan's funny.
And it's crazy because the first movie, Eddie and Arsenio weren't even trying to be funny, but it just was funny,
just natural.
And now this time it feels so forced. Even when it came down to like Eddie's accent, I just feel like at certain moments, he was super forced. It doesn't really, it kind of centers around, it literally felt like a coming out party for his son's character, like the actor who plays his son.
The son.
I gotta Google his name. I forgot it don't remember it off the top of my head, but it was kind of like his coming up party because he got a hell of a lot of screen time, a lot of dialogue.
Not Jermaine Fowler, right? So Jermaine Fowler?
I think it was Jermaine Fowler.
Okay, Jermaine Fowler. There you go. Okay.
It definitely took away from Akeem's character and Eddie Murphy in the movie, and it just seemed really, really stale.
Wow. Okay. Let me just ask, how were the character scenes, the barbershop scenes? Because as they hype them up. That's the retro from the first movie.
Yeah.
Funny, or just was it like old jokes rehashed, or what was your vibe on it?
A little bit of the old jokes rehashed, but it was a good ha moment. You got a lot of those with the nostalgic, teases from the original. So like the Randy Watson was cool. Seeing that was pretty straight. But yeah, I wasn't really too fond of the story. It seemed really forced. Like, we got nothing better to do. If they wanted to do a sequel, it should have been, years ago.
Yeah, I figured that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's almost like a little too late. This should have happened a while ago. Even though it's good to see a lot of the cast back. Like even James Earl Jones is in there for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And all most of the original cast is back that are still alive, right? It's like, so that's cool.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but I thought, the James Earl Jones, part of the movie, which you'll see, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay.
It was probably the most cheesiest out of the entire movie, and it's like you just knew it was downhill from there. Damn. And you just got to take the movie for what it is, and just like I said, it's so bad. It's
so bad. It's like
somewhat entertaining. Good. Yeah, it's kind of good.
You know what? It's cool.
Like there's no rewatch value. at
Oh
all.
wow. Okay. All
I
right.
wouldn't
That's saying a
rewatch it
lot.
again.
All right. You know what? Because this weekend was busy for me, I'm gonna get to it this week. So next week, when Sus is back and everyone's back, we can all have a real good convo about it. I think that would be the point. Go ahead.
And fun fact, Tracy Morgan was originally supposed to be his son, but you know, they let time go by so much that,
That
you know,
it didn't
you ain't
make
gonna believe that.
sense.
So they
Yeah.
rewrote him as the uncle in the movie.
Okay, okay. And that makes sense. You know what? It's one of those things that I'm just gonna watch for the hell of it. I'm a fan, of course, of the first one. I did hear, I know it's PG-13, no F-bombs are dropped in this one because you know, one of the most famous scenes in the first one is like, hey, fuck you too from the balcony. There's none of that. So we're already starting off on that too.